It is like a big fight feel here tonight. Main event here on High Octane. Mike Modest along with Disco Inferno as he is taking on the MMA superstar, making his first appearance ever inside the squared circle as a pro wrestler, the New York badass Phil Baroni. And he brought some big guns with him, Sally. Chuck Zito and Jon Finch, UFC superstar, are here with him to make sure there's no shenanigans with Disco Inferno on the ringside.
I gotta tell you, Joe, I was handing this match over to Modest, but with Chuck Zito out there, I don't care about the other guy, but Chuck Zito, he's
you know, Chuck Zito, world-renowned, not a guy you want to mess with.
That's all we gotta say.
You know, for the first time in our lifetime, Sally, we may see Disco Inferno speechless.
I don't know about that.
And it's good to see a great crowd response for Phil Baroni tonight. A man who has knocked out a lot of people in this business.
Yeah, but this is his first time in a wrestling ring. Mike Modest, a veteran.
Yes, even Jack Slammy's stunned that Chuck
Look,
Zito's
Jack,
in the building.
Okay? Chuck Zito.
That's
Surprise.
right, yes. You can get an autograph later, Jack, no problem.
We'll take a picture together, Jack.
And right now, let's see what Phil Baroni can do inside this ring. We've seen him in a ring once before, and he pretty much told Mike Modest what he thought about their offer of making him basically their green boy, and Phil Baroni dumped him on his head.
Well, you got to work your way up. You can't just walk in here and say, hey, this is me.
Well, Phil Baroni feels that he doesn't have to work his way up.
This is a different business.
You are absolutely right. I agree with you 1,000%. But you know the attitudes of the angry vets. They didn't come out of there. And you know Mike Modest, he is going to play as many mind games as humanly possible. And Mike Modest, you know, there's a guy who likes to bully people, but guess what? Phil Baroni ain't going to be bullied by Mike Modest.
He does have Disco in his corner.
He does have Disco with the shades. And look at that, working the arm bar.
See, now you don't got to be a thug about it, Baroni. You started it.
As Mike Modest trying to work the arm, and Phil Baroni, the kick to the midsection as the angry vet, Mike Modest.
Oh!
And once again, and Mike Modest.
Are they sanctioned to be down there, Joe?
I believe they might be.
I got to talk to Rocky T. I don't want to.
You know, a lot of unsanctioning going on here in FSW.
Strategy to Disco Inferno and Michael Modest.
And look at that, a nice takedown by Phil Baroni, former two-time All-American wrestler in college. And Mike Modest not too shabby himself as an amateur wrestler, but obviously not in the same league. And look at that. A gut-wrench suplex by Phil Baroni.
Oh, what's the matter, Baroni?
I don't know. It looks like it's coming a little easy for Phil Baroni. This man has a lot of skills.
Modest is playing cat and mouse. He knows what he's doing. Oh.
And they got him up in the corner as Phil Baroni.
Oh.
Working the big left hand.
He knocked him out, Joe.
As Disco Inferno joined with the referee.
All right. Disco. Baroni taking off the gloves.
I'm not sure if that helps the angry vets. Now he's going bare-knuckled.
Look, Disco, I love you, but you're barking up the wrong tree. Oh!
Oh, and look at that, Mike Modest from behind.
Hey,
And
Chuck
the
Zito's
Russian
taking
leg
a
sweep,
walk
and
over
look at
there.
this. You know, Mike Modest, he could pull out some of the, oh, and look at this. Phil Baroni looking to power out. And Chuck Zito.
He just shoved it. Uh-oh. Now he's in a pickle.
And Disco Inferno.
Where you going, Disco?
And Disco Inferno kind of going to the back.
Chuck, leave him alone.
As Chuck Zito has, oh, and look at that, right on his head with the suplex.
Now Modest is in trouble.
A nice German by Phil Baroni.
I thought he was Italian.
Yes. As the 2 count, as Phil Baroni looking very, very impressive in his pro wrestling debut here in FSW.
And to take on someone with the caliber of Michael Modest.
And he already tapped out.
He tapped.
It's over.
You see, he already tapped, Baroni.
Unbelievable.
Tapped.
Phil Baroni.
I can't believe this, Joe.
And Mike Modest, maybe he just didn't want to get hurt any longer.
Disco
Phil Baroni
left.